Hey guys, welcome back to the Cool Classic Kids Show, and here we go again with another unoptimized pile of garbage. Being Star Wars Jedi Survivor, it perpetuates, and apparently it has issues across the board on Xbox, PS5, as well as PC. PC seems to be kind of the ugliest. Now I was watching the homie Red Hood. Shout out to Red Hood 420 streaming on Twitch. And unfortunately, he had some serious frame rate issues, man. It is unfortunate. Homie got a 4090, basically as good of a PC as it gets. And there's just some areas in that game run absolutely horribly. Some areas that run okay. I mean, it's okay. I mean, he has a 4090, so the fact that it's just okay in some areas and in other areas absolutely garbage performance. This is the state of gaming as we know it. And mind you, Jedi Survivor is what, $70? Yes, $70. Yet another $70 pile of dog shit that they actually sling at us and expect us to just accept. And it's just amazing that when it comes to EA, they were so bold this time around. So bold as to literally say, yeah, we know the game is broken, but we still want you to buy it anyway, and we promise to fix it. We promise. And this, mind you, is all after they confirmed that if you buy a physical copy of the game, well, it's pretty much worthless because you need internet to actually download the file size because they were too fucking cheap. A giant mega corporation such as EA was too fucking cheap to put 2 discs in the case so that a full playable version of the game was on disc. This is how absolute scumlord levels the gaming industry of modern day is. But look, guys, EA's planning weeks of Star Wars Jedi Survivor patches to fix bugs and performance issues. They literally put this out just before the game drop. He said, despite a delay for polishing, the game looks set to launch with a significant number of issues. And ACG himself has confirmed that, yeah, not just the PC version, but every version of the game has some serious issues that affects all important aspects of the game itself, even down to the voice acting. This is what we're getting in modern day. Electronic Arts has said it's planning to address Star Wars Jedi Survivor bugs and performance issues with a series of post-launch patches. Oh my god. Following a 6-week delay. Apparently that wasn't even enough. Delaying for 6 weeks still was not enough. This is modern day gaming, guys. Let me see. Achieve the level of polish our fans deserve. Something that should come at launch. Like when people actually who were really excited for the game and are going to day one the game when the most excited actually get their hands on the game. That's when the game should be polished. Respawn developed sequel will be released, April 28th, which is obviously today. Yeah, good luck, guys, if you're playing that shit right now. Ahead of the arrival on Friday, the game was largely reviewed well, garnering scores of 87 on the Xbox consoles, 86 on the PS5, and 81 on PC on review aggregation site Metacritic. It's just amazing how games that run atrociously still manage to garner acceptable review scores. Now, look, at least Hogwarts Legacy ran pretty damn well and, was sitting at like what a Metacritic score around 85-ish, give or take. And it's like, why is it that the most basics, of the game actually performing reasonably well, no glitches or a very minor amount of glitches? Like, why is it that this is completely ignored during the review process? I understand that the game gets better when it's patched, but why is it that we accept that all games are essentially going to be broken until they are patched? Why is it that this is normal? However, many critics also highlighted performance issues that marred their experience. Some suggested fans might be better waiting until these have been addressed before playing the game. Yeah, I want to play this game because I actually did enjoy the first game. Mind you, played it on PS4 Pro when that game, came out. And this was months after the general release. I played it months afterwards. Game was still running like garbage. The performance was so bad, it affected my ability to beat the final boss. It took me way more tries than it should have. I did end up beating the final boss, but yeah, it wasn't the best experience. The fact that the frame rate was so shoddy on Pro, and yet, we spend hundreds of more dollars to get better hardware and still end up with the same garbage problems. Amazing how that works, right? It's almost like these companies just don't give a fuck, and it doesn't matter how good the hardware is. It's almost like that's necessarily the case. Shortly after reviews dropped on Wednesday, EA said the game's first patch will arrive on launch day for all platforms. I heard that the patch addresses some of the issues, which I mean is a good start, I guess, but these are issues that shouldn't exist at this point, especially on disc, which, by the way, basically the game, there's no disc version of the game. There's no true disc version of the game. But what gets even funnier, guys, is Steam, homies. Yo, right now it's sitting at a mostly negative with 820 reviews. I love how Steam gives no Fs, while, Metacritic is going to, do what they can to stop people from reviewing games or DLCs. We have Steam over here that, is going to continue to allow gamers to absolutely shit on garbage releases. Thankfully, I do praise Steam for being a very open platform, very libertarian-minded, very much appreciated on that front. But some of these reviews honestly convinced me to make the video. But yeah, some people are saying, yeah, game is extremely fun, but performs terribly. And this is an individual using a 3090. So that sucks. Homeboy here says, Star Wars CPU Survivor. Or is it a Survivor? I don't know, man. It's instead of Star Wars Jedi Survivor, it's a Star Wars Flatliner. Runs like my ass after Taco Bell. Yo! Oh my god. So far, the loading screen's pretty okay. I have no idea what it's like past the title screen because it doesn't load past that at the moment. What? What? Oh my god. Jeez. Yo, homeboy got a RTX 4080 and i9 13900K, 32 gigabytes of DDR5 RAM, latest drivers on Windows 11. I can get around 30 FPS. Amazing. A 3080 is not good enough to run this game, apparently. Jeez, bro. Holy crap. Wow. Apparently, this individual is saying AMD takes this one. You're getting around 60 to 75-ish FPS. So from what I've seen, in regards to how the game generally is, the opening area that you're in is very taxing on your PC. It will use your assets pretty drastically. When you get to the next area, it seems like, the frame, you get way better frame rate. It doesn't double by any means from what I've seen, but it's an improvement. It's definitely far more playable, but you do have to suffer through that first area, which is atrocious performance. But yo, let's see some more bad reviews. He said, yikes, another AAA game that releases with horrible performance across the board. I don't know where these companies go wrong when they ship games like this. Surely they test them beforehand, but it really seems like that's not the case when it happens so often. I'm sure it'll be patched soon to fix the issue, but as of right now, it's just awful to play. This game runs like hot garbage. Terrible performance, thanks. Oh my god. Homeboy said, slept my whole day away so I could play this at midnight release. slept to Star Wars movies to get amped up, woke up and eagerly jumped on only to find an error. I spent about 30 minutes tracking down and another 1 hour uninstalling, reinstalling, moving SSDs and validating files, only to find the fix was I had to have the EA launcher running. Why do I even have it on Steam then? Yeah, this whole launcher BS on PC gaming is absolute garbage. It is trash. Like the fact that these companies do force you to have these garbage launchers that nobody really wants is disappointing. Especially when you literally have it technically on one launcher, with Steam, but then you need like this other one, bro. Why is everything so complicated? What are we doing? And then on top of it all, the game is like 140 gigs on PC. And that's at launch. So, maybe, just maybe when the game is fixed, maybe it'll only take about 200 gigabytes of your hard drive. That's just being nice. Maybe that's actually a good thing. Maybe this cancer on your SSD / hard drive / whatever the hell you got, your M.2, maybe this cancer spreading is actually a good thing. Maybe you'll get a working product at some point when it hits 200 gigabytes. Gigabytes, okay? But yeah, guys, why is this the norm? Why is it that I have to literally dump on all of these games every time they choose to release an unfinished product? Why can't these publishers just get it right, or just hold it back until it's finished? Why is it that they keep doing this over and over and over again, and we keep crying out to please stop doing this? Otherwise, we're going to continue to bash you. It's because really they have the industry in their pocket. And a lot of people continue to perpetuate these terrible, terrible garbage business practices, man. Now they're going to what? Keep gamers from review bombing on Metacritic. Meanwhile, review bombing happens in a positive way. I'm sorry, if Jedi Survivor runs like dog water on the consoles and on PC, why is Jedi Survivor getting 8 and almost 9 out of 10s? Why is the Metacritic score so high? Shouldn't performance and whether the game is actually an acceptable state at launch one of the most important things? Why is it that this continues to be an issue, man? It is aggravating. I'm thankful to not be hyped for much games anymore. The game that I'm most hyped for is Final Fantasy 16. And if that game runs like dog piss, I'm going to be very, very upset. I'm going to be, this will break me. Let's just put it that way. I'm hoping for the best. I know that there's good people behind the game, so we'll see, man. But I'm not hopeful. I'm not hopeful because of the state of modern gaming. What seems to be acceptable. What seems to be just ignored. So, yeah, Redfall is looking like it's not going to be pretty good either. I mean, I looked at the general PC specs, and while it's not the worst, it's definitely not the best either. We'll see what happens, man, but I'm really not expecting much. You can't these days. You can't afford to get hyped because you will inevitably be disappointed. That's just the name of the game. Be fucking disappointed. But anyways, guys, let me know what you think about this situation. If you can, like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Follow me over on Twitter or Kick if you'd like to continue the conversation. Consider becoming a channel member. Basic channel membership gets you instant access to the Discord. And guys, with all being said, I'm out. Peace.